Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a very special episode of the Escape Pod. Thank you for escaping with us. That's Andrew. I'm Alex.
And as always, with great power comes great 3C Films ability.
Woo!
He is the most requested person that we've ever had for the podcast,
Yes,
I believe.
yes.
Every single YouTube video, we have comments about get 3C Films on the podcast.
Yes, every TikTok, everything. 3C Films is finally here, all the way from Dallas, Texas.
Yeah, the only reason he hasn't been on so far is because he doesn't live in LA.
Yes, correct.
I'm a Dallas native in Texas, so you'll see my accent come out. But hey, no, thank you guys for having me.
Of course.
I love what you do.
We appreciate it.
It's been a journey because this isn't the first time I've met these two fellows.
Yeah,
Yes.
I got to hang out with them for a day in New York City.
Yes.
And I fell in love with them within the first few minutes.
Thank you.
Well, ditto.
Yes,
we love this guy.
Can't agree more. And you were there with your beautiful wife and everything. And
Thank you for being kinder.
Absolutely. Such a beautiful two human beings.
He is in town in LA for a premiere,
Yes.
which is awesome.
Yes.
So he's literally in town for less than 24 hours.
Yeah, and I knew I had to be here.
so
and every time I'm in LA, if I can, I will always stop
no,
by.
for
Well,
sure.
we will love
And hopefully we'll get to do a whole Patreon episode with him too. I think
Yes.
we have time for that, so go
Yes.
to the Patreon and check
Only
that out.
fans episode, anything.
Ooh,
Yes.
we're down.
Very exciting.
We're down. Okay, so
So-
we're gonna start with Hot Seat. I
Yes.
explained that to him.
Oh,
Hot
already.
Seat. We put a 5
Timer
minutes on the clock.
Yep.
And we ask him questions. So
All right.
I'll start.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with my normal question. You ready?
Oh, you've got the timer?
You got it.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Introduce yourself. Tell us about what platforms you got. Anything that you want to promote. Who are you?
All right, I'm Chris Parker from 3C Films. I'm on YouTube, TikTok. I say I'm doing pretty all right for myself.
Yes, he is.
Yes,
he is.
And Mexican. I speak full Spanish.
Oh.
Yes.
So does
No
Hagen too?
sabías?
See?
Latino. I'm a little
Come on up.
spicy.
Love it.
What
Great.
else do you need to know?
No, that's great.
Okay.
That's great. What is one opinion that you've heard on this podcast that you're like, yeah, I can get behind that, and one opinion you've heard from us where you're like, that's just crazy, can't agree with that. Just off the dome, if you've got anything.
Definitely, unless you said this sarcastically, because I was catching up on the pod. TASM 2 opinion. I'm a defender of TASM 2.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
I was saying it sarcastically, but he loves it.
And this isn't even to bring up the most highlighted moment. I do think that Last Jedi battle is pretty awesome.
Yeah! Yeah! I knew it! Oh, we've got so much Last Jedi prepared, baby. I knew it, Chris.
That's whack.
Oh,
That's whack.
what a great start. Yes.
My
Nice,
first
nice.
clink.
Yes. We'll do it properly.
You made a video
Oh,
of your top 10 list of highest anticipated films for 2025.
This is, I want to tell you, you got to lock in here. This is very important.
okay.
Okay.
I noticed Megan 2.0 was on there, and it is above Captain America, Jurassic World, Saw, and more.
Really?
Yeah. Well, those were your honorable mentions, and Megan 2.0 was at your 10 spot.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Do you think that movie is going to be good? Is it going to be fun? Should people go see it? Maybe they should spend their money on it?
That was also before I saw the trailers. And after having seen the trailers, I am doubling down on that opinion. I don't know how you could watch the trailers for Megan 2.0 and not be excited.
And not want to go see it in
I
the
don't
theaters.
get it.
But it won't make very much money, will it?
I don't know.
But it should.
Did you know? Okay, because you think about Megan, you think about Chucky, right? Who would you say worldwide is more famous? Chucky, no?
Yeah.
Chucky.
Yeah.
Megan movie has made more money than any Chucky movie ever in theaters.
And she's become a meme.
Yeah,
With the dancing and
the power of TikTok and all that stuff. But I usually hate when horrors turn into full comedies and all that. But for Megan, it is working for me. And that final trailer they just released a couple days ago, I was like, yep.
Yeah, so you should go see it in the theaters.
Are you aware of our bet? I know you tuned into the last two
Yes,
episodes.
$100 that it makes more money than...
So we haven't decided my punishment yet,
Yes.
but we did a draft of movies basically, and I got 5 and he got 5, and whichever list.
Oh,
makes
yes,
the
box
most,
office, your bracket,
box
yes.
office.
His third or fourth pick was Megan too.
So
And I saw you scrolling, and I was like, I don't know. I feel like...
I'm screwed, but I'm trying my best. Okay, go ahead.
What has been your favorite experience you've gotten to do because of your job?
Other than like meeting fans, I just went to like a horror con recently. There's a vlog on my channel, and I not even to brag, like 40 people throughout that whole thing just coming up, taking photos, people putting on FaceTime saying, "Can you talk to my brother? He's a fan." Also, that just blows my mind. Because in Texas, the LA vibe is probably different, but in Texas, the regular guy and everything. To just have that happen is crazy.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's going to the premieres. That Deadpool and Wolverine one, that was my first ever premiere. New York City, meeting you guys, and that was just surreal, dude.
Yeah. That was a special experience.
Yeah.
And how successful that movie was, and to be that little part of that, it was
Exactly.
pretty special. I'm with you there.
Back to your anticipated movies list. How many of those top 10 have you seen so far, and how many of them have disappointed you?
Oh man, and my memory is so bad. I don't even remember.
So,
But,
I mean, what movies so far have you seen this year that you were looking forward to that maybe disappointed you, like Captain America, Thunderbolts?
The Karate Kid. I don't know if
Yeah.
you guys have seen
heard
it
it
yet.
was
I think
terrible.
I've heard mixed things.
it's not even that it's terrible. It's just so safe and generic. And I'm a big Karate Kid fan. I like Cobra Kai a lot.
Yeah.
And it was just paint by the numbers. It was just safe. It's like
That
the
was on
movie
your
that
list.
you don't blame your coworker liking because they're like, that was pretty good. But you watch it and you're like,
and it's forgettable.
it's forgettable. And then
that was
hurt.
on your list, yeah.
Yeah.
As was Final Destination. Did Final Destination disappoint you?
I feel like I liked it. I
Yeah.
liked it, but I think I hurt myself by binging all the movies
I did that too,
before.
yeah.
And I was like, it's good, but I think people are just more happy that the franchise is back.
Yeah.
than-
I think it was
than-
solid.
It was solid.
I had my friend come and say it was their favorite movie of the year, and I was,
I was
like, that's
like,
a bit
oh,
much.
yeah.
But
I'm
no,
seeing
it is
people
good.
say it's better than Bring Her Back, which I don't know if you guys have seen.
I heard Bring Her Back's amazing.
Oh, I love it.
Oh,
but
the
The-
boys
Theo
from
texted-
Talk to Me.
Theo texted me
Yes.
and said it was the worst movie he's seen in like
I don't
years.
get that.
Some people are hating on it.
Yes.
Isn't it like super intense, like gross?
Really gory, I heard. Or gross, like it makes you throw
Yeah,
up, you
it
know?
is. It's icky, and that's what I like. Because not very many horror movies can even pull that reaction with all the movies we get to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's more divisive than I thought. There's a lot of like mutuals on TikTok as well that were like not loving. I was like, I thought that was great.
Yeah. I thought about going to see it, but nah. We'll see. We'll see.
I'm going to see it.
I'm going to see Megan too.
I'm very excited.
Oh,
Are
yeah.
you?
Yeah, for sure.
Are
If
you?
you get tickets to the
multiple times.
premiere, I will come.
I will.
I will
yes.
get on the pod in Megan outfit.
I will dress up as Megan.
You have to be on
1,700 patrons. I'll dress up as Megan.
1,700 patrons, you'll
Yeah.
dress up as Megan. Will
Yeah.
you do the dance?
Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
Do you think that's a premiere you have to go to?
Now, I mean, the movie's out in a month, so I don't.
Yeah.
Really?
What is it? Universal?
Blumhouse Universal, yeah.
I don't know.
Black Phone.
I did go to Black Phone, so it's a maybe.
Oh,
It's a maybe. All right.
I'm going to ask another content question.
No, go ahead.
What's the best video you've ever made, in your opinion? It could be a short form, a long form.
When the Batman was coming out, I did a video where I dressed up. I bought like a cosplay outfit that was like $200. You know, the ones they make in that typical cosplay. And
Yeah.
I just went out and I went to like get the Little Caesars pizza. I went to the Batmobile that was in my town for some reason. I even had a little kid come up to me and thinking I was Batman, and I had to act like Batman for that kid. That's my favorite video.
Yeah.
That's my
Yeah.
favorite video
Incredible.
I've ever done.
Last question, Andrew.
Oh, last question.
But you can do more in
Yeah.
discussion.
Sure. We were talking about horror movies. What's your favorite horror movie or franchise?
Favorite franchise, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen any of those.
Ooh, I would love for you to see those. I love Nightmare on Elm Street a lot. As far as like favorite one, that's difficult. I'd have to be again a Nightmare on Elm Street movie, like Nightmare on Elm Street 3. But I know there's like so many more respectable ones.
Yeah.
I'm actually a big fan of like trash horror. I love like Leprechaun, and the Chucky
Yeah.
franchise later on also goes into that story. Probably why I'm into Megan too. But
Scream? You like Scream?
Oh, I love Scream.
Scream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You ever see Troll 2?
No.
All-time bad horror movie. It's so bad. It's so good. It's incredible. Highly recommend it. On to general discussion.
Sure.
Let's start out with this is hot right now, so might as well. Get 3 major movies in July. Superman, Fantastic Four, and Jurassic World Rebirth.
I think also Megan too.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Double checking.
Which of those 3 movies do you think will be the best, and which of those 3 movies do you think will make the most money?
No, that's this month. Frick yeah. I'm not even going to be in town. I'm going to be in Alabama. Frick. Might have to fly back for that. All right, sorry. I'm sorry.
No, you're
I'm
good.
so sorry.
I think it's the same for all of them, and it's a huge bias. I think Superman will be the best.
Yeah.
I do think it'll make the most money.
Nice.
I wasn't going to think that until I saw the Thunderbolts box office. Once I saw the Thunderbolts box office, it kind of solidified me that there's just less people trusting Marvel going into it.
Yeah.
And although I think a lot of people are excited for Fantastic Four, it is like the 3rd reboot.
What about
now.
Jurassic World? All of those have made a lot of money.
Dude, that's another situation where the last movie I think let the audience down, and they're about to see a smaller dip. Maybe it'll still cross the billion, but that could be one.
The
that
last
might
one,
not.
Dominion, barely made $1 billion.
Exactly.
Right? It was World 1, 1.6, World 2, 1.3, World 3, 1. So it's reasonable to assume that this next one could be 700, 800 million. That would align with the drop off. But they've got some big movie stars in there. They are marketing it as like a new thing. It is different. No more Chris
I like
Pratt.
the horror vibe they're going into now. It's more scaled back, smaller story, but maybe that's also what could hold it back. To me, I think it's just, to a lot of people out there, Superman is starting clean. And I think people want a starting clean slate where Marvel is really into, this project, that project, this TV show. And I think it is going to hurt. Like, do you guys think Fantastic Four is making $1 billion?
I would have told you guaranteed making $1 billion in May. Then Thunderbolts came out, and now the Thunderbolts it's like lost $100 million or whatever it is.
And that was so popular.
Yeah.
Everyone liked that movie.
Yes, and so
But they aren't as popular as characters.
but like the Fantastic Four are popular characters, but like I don't know if it's going to do $1 billion. I really don't, and I think both Superman and Jurassic will do close to that. So I can see Fantastic Four.
I'm not willing to bet fully that Superman makes that $1 billion, but I think it's crossing that 700-800 for sure.
Yeah. I think it'll be a huge
So Superman
success.
will be the winner. Am I boring you, Andrew?
I'm so sorry. No. Wow, that was so aggressive.
So rude.
I
Andrew.
am your most requested guest, and you
I know,
dare
I'm
to
so
yawn?
I'm so sorry.
Do you know my YouTube subscriber following?
I mean, over 1 million on TikTok.
My entire For You page is just 3C edits. All of them.
I do repost those myself. So
They're
that might be-
incredible. They're incredible. There's the first one that was like the big one. That one's amazing with to the beat, and it's the gun, and it's hilarious.
I don't know.
I mean,
why.
the clip. I mean, look, you're a professional. You do this for a living, so of course you've got amazing clips. But have you seen Better Man? Better Man. No, but I've seen Better Men.
that was a good other
so
spot.
good.
Yeah.
So good. What of like a viral clip like that? Do you have a favorite on the internet just in general? Do you have a favorite of yours?
That was definitely one,
Yeah.
but it's become things on live stream because I editing, I could take out anything I might find a little weird, and I'm trying to do more live streams weekly,
Yeah.
and that's where I've had my butt crack flash on live, and
Nice.
that's been
Nice.
that's photo come
That's
back to
always
haunt
fun.
me. But I try to
Speaking
embrace
of photos that come back to haunt you, did you see my mishap on the Thunderbolts red carpet?
No, what happened?
Oh,
I did not see this.
you didn't see this.
No,
Oh.
what happened?
This is the hardest I've ever seen him laugh in
Like
my life.
by a lot. So we were filming a video, and we were gonna be like, "Yo, it's National Superhero Day. We're gonna go around and ask people their favorite MCU character and how much it means to them, or whatever." And so we're doing the intro, and he starts talking, and then like I'm just like encouraging him, and I try to make like a superhero pose behind him, and he just so happens to cover like one of my arms, so it looks a little interesting.
Okay.
Premiere. Yes, and today is also National Superhero Day. So we're gonna go around asking people at the premiere.
And you posted that without even thinking about it? Or? Yeah. Oh, man.
We didn't post that because somebody was like, "You might want to watch that
Yeah.
again." But then we posted like our explanation
Like I
with
was talking
that
about
end
it on
of
the
the
podcast.
video.
Okay.
So
But
bad.
that so now that they allow pictures on TikTok, that picture is
It's in our
everywhere
comments
in our
a lot.
comments.
It's
Oh,
so
man.
funny.
Speaking of TikTok comments,
Battlefront 3.
Battlefront 3.
I've never played a Battlefront game.
Me neither.
But if the people want Battlefront 3,
We should give him Battlefront.
give them Battlefront 3.
Correct.
Absolutely.
I'm in complete agreement with you,
Click
Chris.
on that. Nice work.
But if they do come out with it, I will stream the fuck out of it.
I will give it
For
a
the
chance.
people.
Me too.
For the
Same.
people.
The
Three of us squad up.
I want to be BB-8.
Is that a playable character?
Is it?
And
You can be a droid?
BB-9E, which is the evil BB-8, the black one with the First Order, is also playable.
What about K2SOs?
Why would they make the evil one black?
Whoa.
It's a good
That is a great question. Wow. Wow, Star Wars.
That's
It's
just-
2025.
It should be white, hypothetically, because
I mean-
the Stormtroopers are white.
Yeah.
Yeah?
How'd that slip through
The
the cracks?
evil C-3POs are also black.
Whoa.
K2SO, the KX units,
Droidism.
black.
And it's the dark side. Wow.
Yeah.
Anyways,
That was a Patreon bit.
you watch Stranger Things?
The trailer or just the show?
Just in general.
Yes, of
Okay.
course, yeah.
I got
Are
a
you a
few-
big fan?
Oh, yes, I do really enjoy it.
Okay, I got a few Stranger Things questions. I want your
Okay.
favorite character.
Okay.
I want 1 through 10 how excited you are for this final season, and then I want any predictions. Is someone dying? What character is dying? What's happening?
Great question.
Now, as I go into this, I also want to. I am a fan, but I am also one of those fans that has everything Stranger Things wiped until the new season comes.
Yes, because it's been so long.
It's just been so
Yeah,
long in
sure.
between. So I'm going to more describe, and you guys will probably tell me.
Okay.
Favorite character, which I should probably know their name. Steve, there we go.
Steve,
He's
yeah.
coming to my mind.
Okay,
Steve
sure.
is my favorite character. Who do I think will die?
Sure. Yeah, or any other predictions for the final season? Because some people think Steve is going to die.
I do think so because he was an a-hole bully or whatever,
Yeah.
and
He had
he's
the
had his
redemption arc.
his redemption arc. So now it's time for him to pay for his consequences.
Okay.
Typical.
All right. I mean, they've killed all the hot guys so far. They killed Billy, then they killed Eddie. Spoiler alert. So Stranger.
Would they kill Will just off? Because I think
If
this
they
is,
kill Will, that's going to be like that might ruin the show for me.
Really?
Let me explain why.
They're 100% going to kill Will.
They're not going to kill Will.
I feel like they'll do
if
something.
they kill Will, that is an unbelievable.
Because this isn't the end. I fully bet 10, 15 years down the line, they're going to bring all those kids back, It Chapter 2 style.
Maybe.
And they don't want a reason to bring him back.
You're cooking. Just fabulous point.
So you think they're going to cook him because of his off-screen
Yes,
shenanigans?
he's gone for sure. They're going
I
to kill him
don't
in the
know.
first episode, Andrew.
No, okay. You haven't seen the show, so you don't understand.
But I know the behind the scenes. People are boycotting the show because of him.
okay, but not enough for it to affect it.
They cut the girl out of Brave New World almost completely. They're going to cut him almost completely out of this season.
They're not going to kill him. Okay, number one, I don't think
Okay.
that many people are
Really?
boycotting the show because of that.
Oh, I
But
think you underestimate.
number two, he is he is like one of the main characters. So it's not
Yeah.
like she writing her off in one.
No,
movie
I
is
understand,
completely
I
different.
understand, I
And three,
understand.
the relationship he has with his mother in that show, Joyce, is an extremely important part of the show. And in the first season, the entire show is Joyce being awesome, and she's being the mother, and her entire character, especially in season 1, but in all the season, is I'm going to protect my son. She goes into the Upside Down to find her son in season 1. She is helping him become unpossessed in season 2. She's going everywhere in the world in season 3 and 4 to help get Hopper back and just protect her sons. Like, if they end the show by taking Will away from Joyce, it would be a disservice to Joyce's character.
So you'll be upset if they kill Joyce as well.
I would be less upset.
What if they kill them both?
Because it would
Yeah.
make sense for Joyce to sacrifice herself for her son. But if they kill, that's like killing Fred and not George in Harry Potter to me. Either kill them both or
But
don't kill
they
either.
did kill only
Yeah,
one.
and it was a bad
Yeah.
decision.
You think?
Yes.
You don't think it's like devastating reading the fan fiction where it's like he can never do a Patronus anymore because all of his happy memories are with
Yeah,
his
exactly.
brother?
That's awful.
That's good enough to justify
But
the decision.
this is
This
more
is
of
so
a
interesting.
And she can make a new Will with Hopper.
Correct.
This is a great point, and she will.
They're fucking.
Yeah.
I've never seen any of Stranger Things.
Really?
Yeah,
You have to now.
I
like-
know. I will.
But
Those is-
no, I think like one of the core themes of the entire show is Joyce protecting Will, and like if they end the show by doing, Joyce has been through enough. Her son has been possessed. Her son has been taken to the Upside Down. She thought her son was. She had been told that she's crazy by the government. There's been conspiracies. She
will
fought
say-
through all of that to get Will back, and now if they end the show by reversing all of that, I think it would be terrible.
To I guess play devil's advocate on his point, if they did feel how you say it, scared about the opinions with Will and all that, they wouldn't have ended the teaser with his face
Yeah.
front and center yelling.
Which run the run clip at the end? I don't know why it's so good.
I
Have
like
you seen
it.
it?
There's been discourse
It's-
on whether it's bad acting, good.
I think
I
it's
saw somebody
great.
make a video saying that he's Gal Gadot.
No,
I don't-
There's no
think
way.
like that.
No,
I haven't seen the clip. I just saw that on Twitter. It was like, wow, this guy really is the male Gal Gadot. Like, people are
No.
saying he's bad acting, overacting in that scene.
I saw some people then defend it. It's like, I don't like Will either, but that's not bad acting. So it's been all over, but
it gave
yeah.
me chills. I was ready for the season because of that.
What do you think of the release schedule, boys?
As content creators, it sucks. 'Cause
Well, yeah, the release schedule for Stranger Things is, what is it? Thanksgiving,
Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's.
Eve. So the Christmas New Year's Eve one is just 1 week apart.
and each episode now is like an hour 30.
No, like they're releasing movies, and
Yeah.
which is great. I love it. It's just weird because I don't know when to watch it or where to watch it because I'll be in home, so I can't feel content about it. But like I have a friend in Alabama that I want to watch it with. But like, so do I watch the first ones without? It's just they're
I
splitting
get
it
you.
up. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Champagne problems.
Andor was a pain in the ass. The way that came out.
Really?
Oh, I hated the way that came out. If you would have spaced it out, it'd still be going on.
It was like 3 episodes a week, wasn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
for
So-
4 weeks.
But you're still excited for the last season.
Oh, very,
okay.
very.
It's just there's so much time in between. It's
Yeah, it just I feel like I do need to rewatch them, especially for this last season, because every time the new season comes up, I'm like, what happened?
Yeah.
5 seasons, 4 presidential terms.
No, Stranger Things was like one of their flagship shows when Netflix started.
Yeah, that was like the first straight to streaming show almost
Period.
ever. Yeah.
And
What
now
about House of Cards?
That's also Netflix, but I think
that
Stranger
even
Things was
ended already.
first.
Yeah, Stranger Things was like one of the first ones I remember, because it was like Netflix, Stranger Things. It was like right there, and 5 seasons in the span of what, 10 years or not even? What is it?
More.
More?
Oh, no, not yet. No. 10 years, yeah. Yes, because it's 2016. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, I remember when that show was coming out. All the people at my high school were like, yeah, this is kind of ass. So I never watched it. But I've heard I'm going to adore season 1. What's your favorite season? Do you know
I
off
like
the
season
dome?
3.
Oh,
Season 3 a lot.
Andrew loves season 3. He thinks it's
Season
really fun.
3 is
Season
probably
3.
my favorite one.
It's season 3 or 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good.
All right, on to something more pressing.
Yes.
The Batman.
The House of Cards did come out first, but did it come out on like a normal
It was a normal TV show and then Netflix?
maybe. I don't know.
I could have sworn because
It's probably-
to start Netflix,
No,
that's
the
from
first
House of
13
Cards.
episode season was released 2013 on the streaming service Netflix.
Bang. I'm the goat. The Batman is being delayed into oblivion, but now we're hearing rumors that they've got a script and Pattinson's read it and he likes it. Matt Reeves is happy with it, but it hasn't been officially announced. We don't know anything about it. How are you feeling about the Batman 2 at this point?
It is so tough because there's enough people out there, credible people, hinting that there's like a Chadwick Boseman situation going on with Matt Reeves. Now, again, that's just the rumors going around. And they keep hinting that we will hear why Matt Reeves has taken so long. And it goes anywhere from his divorce or someone in his family or him himself. Again, hard to like be a fan and go, I want the Batman, but if he's sick, I'm going to sound like a dick. And
Correct,
something
yeah.
like that.
Interesting.
That I don't know. You guys haven't heard that?
no, not at all.
We'll see.
Here, online 24/7. I heard everything. But
There's not much this guy doesn't hear. This guy's on Twitter all the time.
same. But no, I'm excited for it. I do just hate how long the gap is, and I'm just like, the longer we wait, the longer we also have to delay DCU Batman, because no way they want to overlap those too much.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Completely agree with that.
Same thing with Spider-Man 4 and beyond. Like they're like maybe pushing it because they don't want them back to back.
I 100% believe that we could get Beyond. Beyond would be finished by next year, but they don't want 2 Spider-Man movies in one summer or 1 year. So they're pushing Beyond literally a year. But if you're going to push one of them, please push Beyond so that we can get the best animation possible.
Yes, take your time, but not that much time.
Across the Spider-Verse or Into the Spider-Verse, which do you prefer?
Honestly, across.
Good.
Yeah.
Good opinion.
Good opinion.
Thank you very much. The gentleman we had on the podcast an hour ago did not think that, and it bothered
fine
me
with either.
quite a bit.
Oh, okay.
They're both great.
Yeah.
In terms of Spider-Man's, how do you feel about Spider-Man Homecoming?
Look, I will always cherish that because it is the culmination of my childhood. It's my love of Spider-Man. Started with the Raimi movies. I love Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man and all
That's
that.
No Way Home. He's asking about Homecoming.
Oh, sorry. You asked Home. I
worry
heard
about
No
it.
Way
We'll get
Home.
to
I
that.
heard No Way
Answer
Home.
both. Answer
Yes.
both.
Yeah.
I am a bit of a hater on the Tom Holland trilogy.
Interesting. You want to give me a little clink for that?
Oh no, you're a defender.
He thinks Homecoming is the best Spider-Man movie that's live action.
Okay, let me tell you this.
That's not true.
Except
I
No Way
like
Home.
No Way Home better, but
I was starting my reviewing career online around that time, and I found a website where you can like see early screenings like a week or two, but as a public screening, and with those you have to wait in line 2 or 3 hours ahead of time to like because it's not reserved. It's like first come first serve. I took the day off work. I stayed in line for 7 hours for Homecoming because I wanted to be first in line because I love Spider-Man so much, and I'm like, he's in the MCU. This is gonna be great. I remember the credits rolling and me going, I'm underwhelmed. I'm a little let down, and
Yeah.
I feel like I have to convince myself to like Tom Holland's Spider-Man. And I know, because I think he's a great actor. He gets so much hate for, he's like, oh, he's only done Spider-Man all his career. I think he's great, and I think there's good moments in there. But
I'll give
you cannot defend it when No Way Home is literally resetting so they can start fresh because of how much they messed up in his trilogy.
Let 3C cook. Here, I'll give you a layup.
3 movies to get Aunt May to say, great power comes great responsibility, starting him back, stripping him of everything they've built for 3 movies. That was not the original plan. That was them realizing we've gone so far from what Spider-Man is. We got to go a brand new day.
You're breaking my heart.
I mean, they had a whole movie that's not even in New York. Here. How about this? Not a big fan of Homecoming. That's fine. What are some Spider-Man movies you like less than Homecoming? Are there any?
Oh, less than Homecoming?
Yeah. No?
I guess, well, Far From Home, teeter-totter back and forth, but I just, even with TASM 2's flaws, because there are flaws, and I do not, the highs are so high, it outweighs.
I want you to take this in your hand, and I want you to give me the best clink you've ever given anyone in your life. Yeah, we spilled water everywhere. I don't even freaking care. He's cooking.
I love, Jay, don't let my status of who I am. Feel free to yell at me. Whatever.
Andrew had a nightmare last night.
I did.
It's a true story. Because we had to film today, and we knew we'd be filming with...
we had multiple guests and scheduling
with somebody earlier, and we really wanted to get you on the pod. So he was nervous about filming today. So he had a nightmare that we filmed, and everything went wrong. With everybody we filmed today.
It's becoming your nightmare?
This whole conversation, the last 3 minutes about Spider-Man has become the nightmare he thought would happen to him has happened to me. Spider-Man Homecoming.
I love my job.
The reason you were underwhelmed is because you waited 7 hours for it.
That's probably
Give
true.
it a rewatch.
Yes.
It's so
I've
good.
rewatched it since, and there's still things that hit to me. Tell me what you think Homecoming, Far From Home, or those movies do better.
I'm not a huge Far From Home guy. In fact, I'm of the opinion that Far From Home is one of the bottom tier Spider-Man movies. I have it in the conversation with TASM and TASM 2. And I will give you every day of the week, because I give him every day of the week, that the fun moments of TASM 2 are incredible. Like, there's some great stuff in TASM 2. But TASM 2 is bogged down by such garbage writing. And Homecoming doesn't have any of that. Homecoming is a really well-written movie. It's the first time and pretty much only time we see Peter Parker be a proper high school student. I know that he's a college student a lot in the comics. I know we see him get married and be an adult and whatever. And I know the high school stuff is actually a lot of newer stuff. But like, God, I love coming-of-age movies. Mid-90s is one of my favorite movies of all time.
It was very John Hughes-esque.
Right, yeah, and so it's a great coming-of-age movie. It's easily the best superhero movie we'll ever see as a coming-of-age movie. I love his little crush on Liz. I love that the entire movie he's gotta be Spider-Man, so he can't do the decathlon and this and that. The low-stakes stuff. I know that he doesn't like that he's not Spider-Man enough and he doesn't do enough cool stuff or whatever. But the low stakes is such a breath of fresh air for Spider-Man. When the previous couple movies is Electro's turning off the power to the entire city and his girlfriend dies. And the one before that, everybody in the city is going to be turned to a lizard. And the one before that, Sandman is going to be able to turn New York into a dust bowl, and Venom is going to kill Mary Jane. And like, so every single one, it's such high stakes. It's like, yeah, like it's not an Avengers level threat. I think Vulture is a great villain.
Oh yes, I agree with you there.
The conversation they have in the car is we had Coy Jandro on the pod, and he said something great that I loved. It's very Goblin-esque, that conversation where he was like, "I will kill you if you fuck with my family," but then he's also like, "I know who you are," and the light turns green when he knows him and everything. Very Goblin. I love it, and I love. Yeah, so everything, I love almost everything about Spider-Man Homecoming, and it's in my opinion that I think it's better than any of the Raimi movies.
Yeah, it's tough.
We're ending it here. Yeah. We're done. That is big and all that. And I can tell you, yes, the car scene, even the moment where he's like, "Come on, Spider-Man, come on!"
Incredible.
The two.
It's literally the two.
That's
what John Watts has. It's dude, and I hate this because I met him and he was so nice at the Deadpool and Wolverine premiere. It makes me feel bad to say anything bad about him. He makes the equivalent of commercial safe movie. Okay, the thing where he changes the costume every 5 times, or he, to me, it's like it's a brand safe, and to me, Raimi and Mark Webb's, they feel like they have that mom and pop feel where they've added in that charm and that flavor. While John Watts movies they feel so commercial. They feel like they were made for a business. They were made
for the MCU.
For
the Iron Man.
And they kind of lack that charm a little bit, but you're not wrong. Every John Watts movie has those 2 or 3 moments where that's what you remember. You're like that car scene, them lifting that rubble and all that. But
can you name one other thing he does as Spider-Man that's impressive in Homecoming? You.
Not really.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. I love you. I love you, Alex.
What's the title of the movie?
Hey! I get the
Spider-Man
heat all the time because I say this on my channel and I reviewed the movies as well, and a lot of people with you, and I mean that's the great thing. There's different Spider-Man for different generations.
Of course, you don't need to, Chris.
But I mean,
you do not need to tell me that disagreements happen.
As a fan of the way they did the last 3, are you bummed then that they're starting fresh and doing something?
No, I was thrilled.
Okay, so what does that tell you?
Yeah.
What does that tell you?
Oh, interesting.
Interesting.
Wow.
You got the fuck out of me. I didn't even see where you were leading me. I was like, no, that was great. And I was like, oh, fuck. It is. It's so good. I mean, I saw No Way Home with a good buddy of mine. I turned to him in that scene. He's crying, and I'm like, oh, yeah, this is special. So all right, Mr. John Watts makes off-brand, commercial-safe shit.
He's a
No
great
Way
guy.
Home is fucking awesome.
Yeah, but why though? The Spider Bros.
No, take them out of the movie. That movie's
that movie
awesome.
still works if you take them out and all. Then very nice. But you got to admit, it was like he was learning from the mistakes of the other 2 and the complaints and implemented it into this one.
Sure.
Where Peter is much more of his own. Even that spider sense scene. I hate that they never implemented a spider sense all throughout when it's just so casually, easily used in the Raimi or the Andrew movies. But they had it like, oh, it's an easy escape for Spider-Man, so we wouldn't want to use it. I'm like, it created one of the best scenes. Yeah. But
is it that there's a Far From Home scene? Is that what you're talking about? Because he uses it in Far From Home.
He does
at
the end
in the tunnel. With the drones.
Yeah. See,
you know what does? You know what movie he doesn't use it at all in?
Homecoming.
That's correct. You know he uses it in Civil War.
Yeah, he used it in Infinity War on
the
bus.
He used it in Civil War, Far From Home.
Honestly,
and
the
War,
Russo brothers would have made a killer Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, we agree.
Every little bit that they get with Spider-Man, they nail it.
Yep. We completely agree with that. I do think Civil War Spider-Man is the best Spider-Man ever put to screen live action. I think it's incredible. And we are talking about Spidey sense. That's one of my favorite moments in that entire movie is his spider sense. It's in the airport, and Bucky or Falcon throws like a sign at him, and you see he's fighting Falcon, and you see his eyes widen, and then he ducks. Such a brilliant little way to show it.
So good. So brilliant.
Yeah.
So peak.
Not by John Watts.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, John. You're great. I love you, man.
guys.
No, John's my friend.
You got something before we hop into agree or disagree?
No. I wanted to ask him about The Boys.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Boys?
Oh, yeah.
Same kind of question as I did with Stranger Things. Favorite character or favorite season? Are you excited for the final season? Are you excited for Gen V? Mm-hmm. Give me a little review.
I am a Huey lover.
Nice.
I think Huey is great. I definitely think if we're like predicting, I think both Butcher and Homelander have to die.
Yeah,
like
interesting. I everything is like
every season is about killing Homelander, so they need to end it by killing Homelander. But
if
Butcher,
they end the show with Homelander still alive, that would be really weird.
Yeah, but Butcher's just done so wrong now. He has to die to redeem himself by the end. Favorite season 3. I just think that was great when all of them had the powers, the mansion episode, and all that.
Herogasm? Is that
Herogasm, yeah.
Yes.
And but season 4 really did let me know that it's time to wrap it up, because season 4 I thought was really starting to show that it's no longer self-referential and meta. Now they're falling into the
that's something that a lot of people say, that it started out as such a solid parody of the superhero genre, but it's become what it was parodying.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I just disagree.
Andrew doesn't give a fuck because Andrew loves corporate schlock.
Schlop. Yeah. Unless it's Homecoming.
Yeah, it's literally.
Do you watch Gen V?
I did. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was
I
pretty good.
thought it was pretty good. And I felt bad that one actor passed away because I thought he was great in it.
I heard about that before I watched the show.
Oh, okay.
Right. So I watched the show late, and I always heard like, oh, the Gen V actor, and then I watched the show. I was like, oh, this guy's like main character. Like I didn't know it was like that. But I haven't watched the new trailer.
I haven't seen the new trailer either, but I'm going to check it out.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love your job?
Oh, 10.
Yeah.
I mean, it sometimes feels like as a content creator, you're not allowed to complain because you're in a very fortunate. I am fortunate and grateful,
Yeah.
but there are days it weighs on me mental health, and the comparison game is what I have the most trouble with because I love you guys. But don't think I'm not scrolling on your page going, they got 400,000 views on that. I could have talked about that.
Yeah.
Same with Soups or any other, tons of content creators out there.
But it's very friendly competition we have. Everybody eats in our space. It's better. If you make a Megan video that gets 1 million views and we make a Megan video that gets 400,000 views, it's good for everybody. So I do want to say that, but that's fair. Continue. Sorry.
No, yeah, and so that part of it does get to me, is struggling with the competition, wanting to stay on top and relevant, and constantly getting on there. Even more myself now with YouTube and TikTok, because I find myself battling. Like, YouTube will always be my bread and butter, but TikTok is now becoming very generous in the way it gives to creators, and it is so easy to make it on TikTok now. There are tons of people. Not even saying you guys, but other creators I love and respect would not make it in the YouTube space, but TikTok has made it possible for them to have careers and all that, and that's awesome. And that's always what I push for to people. Is like, if I could do this, you can do this.
Yes. No, I definitely feel that.
Do comments ever get to you?
They used to, but not anymore. Like the real, like, exaggerated, dumb, you're fat, you're ugly type of thing. No, it's the ones that sound disappointing. Like they were genuine fans. Those are the ones that get me, where they're like, I usually agree with you, but I think you're really off on this, and or they'll say something like, "You've kind of fallen off a bit. I really enjoyed your videos, and now it's." Those are the comments that hit me because it feels genuine.
Nothing hurts me more than somebody says this made me unfollow or something like that, where I'm like, "Fuck!" Like, what the fuck? Like, that really hurts.
Yeah.
I'm still very new to this, so there are still some mean comments that really get to me. But you're a veteran at this point. I will say. I did want to say before we keep going to agree or disagree and everything, major congratulations are in order. You are on your 1 million followers on TikTok World Tour. A major congratulations.
Thank you. Took forever.
The 1M, I know. But you are, if I can say anything, I know that we're going to have many comments that say this in our comments and everything like that, but you really are a pillar of the community. You are so important to everybody. And even though
you are sexy in this Asgard shirt.
Yeah, he does.
I wore it on purpose. I was I wore it thinking that's like, this will be a good one.
But we can't stress enough that even though everything's a friendly competition, everything, so many people in the space are so little or nothing without you and your impact. And I can say with full confidence that I wouldn't be where I'm at without just learning from you and your content and how generous you were in New York and how generous you continue to be. So I can't stress enough that we here at the Escape Pod Podcast cannot appreciate your impact more.
No, thank you, man. That's the funny thing. When I met you guys in New York, guys, I already had a mindset of who y'all were based on your content, right? And you were known as the very opposite opinionated person out there and all that, but you meet them and they're so kind, they're so generous. They welcomed me in like I was a friend of theirs for years, and that night in New York I still think about it, walking around eating pizza.
Yes.
It was fun. It was fun. You guys are cool. I like y'all.
Let's tear each other's head off. I've got some hot ones, you've got some hot ones. Let's go. Lock in. You can go first, Andrew. You got more than me.
The Terrifier movies are overrated.
Yeah, bang. 3, 2, 1.
Sorry.
They suck, Chris.
No,
they're awful.
Do not.
They're unwatchable.
No. You just have. It's an acquired taste. Okay. you sip enough blue cheese, eventually you'll like it. Like I said, I grew up in the era. My thing, the way I got into movies was horror.
Yeah.
So when I had a laptop and I learned how to download movies illegally, I was just watching things like Leprechaun, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and that was, I don't know, the thing I liked, horror and just trashy fun. And I yearn for the days of a new horror icon. And you can't deny Art the Clown is everywhere now. Call of Duty collabs in every Halloween store now.
He is a horror icon,
And I think it's for good reason. Do his movies sometimes lack substance? Sure. But
not sometimes.
It took Jason 3 movies to fully form himself into the hockey mask and the outfit. And he spawned 12 films. We're on Art's 3rd film, and I already see the guy everywhere, fully loved.
Are you saying Terrifier 1 is just as good or better than the first Friday the 13th?
In a modern sense, yes.
Terrifier 1, I've only seen 1. I've only seen Terrifier
I will
1.
admit I'm not the biggest fan of 1 because it is no plot. It's just Art walking around killing for fun, and to some people that's a vibe, and they like that. I like 2 because they add some lore, they have characters. Sienna, I think, is an awesome final girl. Lauren Rivera, the actress. I think, yes, in the future you will see people bring that up, like Friday the 13th Part 1 or the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
What do you think of 3? Terrifier 3.
I also thought I really
Do you like
enjoyed
2 or 3 better?
I am in the middle. I think I'd go more 2 though. I do
Okay.
like 3 though.
I hated every second of 3. And I did not like 1. I haven't seen 2.
Is it the gore? Is it the lack of plot? Does Art as a character though not make you happy?
So 1, I can give you my exact opinion on 1. 1, the practical effects are very impressive, especially for the budget. And that's my only positive takeaway. I just don't like it. I don't care for Art. I don't find him entertaining. I don't care that he's sawing this girl in half.
get you.
Like, I just like, whatever. But the third one, to me, tries so hard with the lore, and the lore sucks so bad to me. I think the lore is such dog shit.
It's not that the lore sucks, it's that it's being handed out in such breadcrumbs movie per movie. It's feeling it's feeling like it's overstaying its welcome, or it feels like they don't have a plan and they're just teasing, which I do think so, and the director of them is a fan of mine, so that does maybe bias myself to be nicer, but I like those movies even before I met him and whatnot, so I stand by it. Okay?
I mean, Terrifier 1.
They're not for everybody.
It's one of the
I
worst
get
movies
you.
of all time.
It's
The thing about, and I will respect, they're all shot on film. They look really good. And again, I can't say enough about the practical effects are always impressive, but it's like, even the moment where you have the girl in the third one where she's like, I want to look somebody like that in the eyes. And then you have that scene. It's
that
so
payoff, that's a cool payoff.
No,
I like
it isn't.
That
It's
payoff.
bad. I'm sitting there and I don't give a fuck.
I'm very interested to see if I will like 2 and 3. I like.
You
You haven't
won't.
seen- okay.
I don't like Midsummer because I think it's a nothing movie until
That
the
would,
end.
I don't know, man. I'd rather see Art chainsaw some guy up the ass than drink period blood like in
Exactly.
Midsommar.
But the point I'm making is like
Maybe that
nothing
makes me
happens in that
misogynist.
movie.
I don't know.
Nothing happens in that movie until the end where they're setting people on fire.
Yeah.
Like they have the scene where people are jumping off the cliff and smashing their heads in or whatever. But like I don't like a movie, especially Terrifier 1, where like the entire point of this is to just shock. And that's it. And if you're going to be boring the rest of the movie but have a naked girl get sawed in half from her vagina, like cool. But like that's not enough for me to like the movie or say that it's not.
I get you.
You know what I mean? And I'm all Saw is my favorite horror franchise.
Oh, no.
Okay, so
You
I'm
like
fine
Saw?
with the gore.
Okay with Saw.
You're
I love Saw.
I love
the
Saw
lore,
1.
the lore in Saw and the twist endings and the that kind of stuff is way better than anything I've gotten in Terrifier so far.
So far, yes,
Yeah.
I will agree.
I'm a huge Wan guy. James Wan is my goat.
Oh, yes, same.
Huge.
Did you like *Malignant*?
I do like Malignant.
I like *Malignant*. I'm so sad that came out during the pandemic and it didn't do as well because I would have seen a sequel to that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, for sure. But I understand. Even if it didn't release in the pandemic, I could see that movie.
Yeah, it was probably not gonna do well either way, but
No.
I thought it was cool. I loved it.
His
You know what's going to do well?
Megan,
Megan.
Yeah.
because of James Wan.
He's a cool song.
His Cthulhu movie. If it
Oh,
ever
yes.
happens, #1 highly most anticipated movie for the next 10 years for me, other than like Doomsday and like Superman.
Yeah,
Like,
I get you.
I can't stress enough how bad I want that.
that would be awesome.
All right, I'll go.
Yep.
Batman's villains are overrated.
3, 2, 1.
Nice work,
What?
everybody.
No.
Do you
Nice
think
work,
I was?
everybody.
Do you think I was gonna agree to that?
No, it was
Oh,
just something I had written down. I
He's
thought
got-
would
he's
be
got
fun.
the best rogues gallery. And
Yeah,
for
he
good
does.
reason.
does by far.
Who's second? Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
And who's third? I don't know.
Don't-
I think
don't know, don't
Superman
care.
has an argument. They just have to showcase them because I can
True.
name probably more Superman rogue gallery than any other non-Spider-Man or Batman villain.
Yeah, that's true.
Brainiac, Metallo,
Lex Luthor.
Bizarro. Lex Luthor. Yeah, he's got. They just haven't
Doomsday.
been showcased in live action media enough, or other media.
What's Apocalypse's do? Darkseid?
Yep.
That kind of stuff. Yeah.
He's more of a Justice League villain.
Yeah. But who's going hand?
Would you call Thanos an Iron Man villain?
No.
No.
Go fuck yourself.
I don't think that's comparable at all.
Yeah, I think.
I think it is
Who did you
totally
say?
comparable.
Darkseid.
Darkseid.
Yeah, you could say he's a Superman villain. I think.
I think he's more of a Superman villain than
Yeah.
Thanos is.
Aliens.
Oh yeah, Thanos is not a Superman villain. Thank you very much, Andrew, for that astute
And
observation.
Thanos is to Iron Man. You freaking
You
moron.
fucking moron.
Yeah, okay,
freaking jerk.
guys, come
Loser
on.
face.
I'm here.
Do you curse?
I do, but I'm
Can you
kind
say-
of the Nick
can you-
A30 of the movie space, so
Yeah,
I keep
so
it family
you
friendly.
keep-
Little.
keep it really
But
family
I
friendly.
do a lot of sexual undertones, so
Oh,
I
yes.
balance it out.
Can
like
you say
that.
F you, hat guy? Like, actually, can you?
I'll F you, fat hack guy.
Yeah, link to that. You know what I mean? Oh, okay.
That was great. All right, you.
Yep. Thunderbolts is the best MCU movie since Endgame.
Oh, what a great question, Andrew. Nice work.
Frick you.
Okay. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Disagree.
Of course.
I
It is
think
below.
Guardians 3.
Would you
Oh, Guardians.
Say it
3,
louder.
sorry.
Say it louder
I
with your
said
chest.
Shang-Chi. I forgot about Guardians 3. I meant Guardians 3. Yeah, he reminded me of Guardians 3.
But you have,
But
you
that's
have
at least
Shang-Chi
2.
ahead of Thunderbolts?
I do. Shang-Chi
No
reminded
way.
me why the MCU was successful when it
Yeah!
started.
No way!
That's the exact, like, almost bar for bar, word for word, what I said when I walked out of the theater.
There's no
I literally-
way you believe
I
that.
watched Shang-Chi and I was
do.
like, that reminded me of Marvel. That's
was-
why I get excited for Marvel.
Okay, because like one Captain America, Iron Man, they were known, but they were still C-list, D-list at that time. They were
Yeah,
known,
yeah,
but Shang-Chi was nobody to the general audience, and
Yeah.
you see it and you watch it and you go, this is what makes Marvel great. They introduce a character I've never heard of, bring him to modern day. His powers were so exciting. I was like, I can't wait till he interacts with the
fight
Avengers.
scenes.
Yeah, and now that he's in Doomsday, I can't wait to see what he'll do there.
Yeah, we're finally getting
But you don't think this movie is... I'm fine, great. I love Simu Liu as Shang-Chi as well, and I really like Wenwu the villain. You're fine with Awkwafina throughout that movie?
I don't hate Awkwafina as much as other people. I guess she can be annoying at getting every voice roll out there, but I don't. What you talking about? I'm fine with that.
Okay, you're fine with
Nah.
Wenwu being a great villain the entire movie and extremely threatening and everything, and then just dying, and then it's just a big CGI dragon fuckfest at the
The
end?
dragon is pretty cool.
Fuck.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
dragon
I
is
can't
pretty
Yes, he
believe
cool.
is. Yes, he
I
is.
can't believe this, Chris. I'm so
The dragon fight was sick.
Yeah.
I'm so disappointed.
I know, Alex
sick.
is-
All right, here we go.
Wait, hold on. What else is better than Thunderbolts? Because I wasn't going to even say Shang-Chi. No Way Home and Guardians 3.
No Way Home.
So you said you disagree though on Thunderbolts being the best though, right?
Yes, because Guardians 3, No Way Home is post Endgame.
Do you have Deadpool and Wolverine over Thunderbolts?
See, look, if I put aside my Spider-Man nostalgia, I wouldn't disagree with someone saying Thunderbolts is better than No Way Home.
That's-
Because you are one of the people that's of the opinion that No Way Home is just nostalgia bait.
No, not that it's just nostalgia bait. I can just aware that it definitely enhances my enjoyment of it a lot. But I mean, it was pretty messy as a movie.
Yeah, see, we don't feel that way at all. We are No Way Home truthers. I will tell you right now with a straight face, I think No Way Home is the third best movie in the MCU.
I like it a lot, and I love it. And there's some things that I guess I rewatched it enough where it just some of the flaws really stand out.
So
now.
many people tell me that No Way Home isn't rewatchable. It's in my opinion that it's the most rewatchable MCU movie. I'd turn on No Way Home at any time. No problem.
I will too.
Bang that shit out.
Do you have Deadpool and Wolverine over Thunderbolts?
No.
Good.
All right, that's fine. That's fair.
Good.
That's a toss-up for me. All right.
Let's get into the nitty gritty, shall we?
Oh, jeez.
Star Wars: The Last Jedi is a good movie. 3, 2, 1. Easiest degree of all time.
Yeah.
Where
I
do you
really
have it?
don't. Surprise. I never got the art because I'm a casual Star Wars fan. I just check out the mainstream movies. I don't get into. I've never watched Clone Wars and the animated stuff. I don't get into the deeper stuff. I'm literally just a person of, oh, new Star Wars. I guess I'll go see it.
Yeah.
That's my opinion on it. When I saw Last Jedi, that to me was like, whoa, they flipped it on the script for me. They're doing something that had me invested in. I was stunned to see the diehard fans hate it. And when I just heard someone explain to me why, they were just being subversive to be subversive. I didn't feel that way. I felt
Correct.
like they were trying to give a new identity with a new era. And Star Wars fans were so scared of it that they had to backtrack and then deliver an even worse Star Wars movie.
Yep.
In comparison, not that Last Jedi was worse though, but I love what they were setting up, and I wish Rian Johnson
What
kind
were they
of
setting up?
Everything.
everything.
Okay.
I think
Okay,
Kylo.
Luthen.
I don't know if Kylo Ren was originally going to turn the way they had him written and
No.
stuff like
no,
that.
he was going to be bad.
He was going to be bad, and that was going to be fine. But I felt like it was more dramatic the way it was written, and his turn just felt kind of cheap in the end. Even though I really liked, because Kylo is my favorite character of the new trilogy. So yeah, I think what Rian Johnson did was bold, brave, and good for the franchise.
Well,
And
it wasn't
you
good for the
sissy
franchise.
nanny Star Wars fans couldn't handle it.
Yep, correct. Thank you.
So fight? Like, is that what you
So
want?
I've got something about Last Jedi that I'm dying to tell you. You ready for this?
Okay.
Every time you hear a complaint about Last Jedi, it's too different. It was too submersive. It was subversive to be subversive. You hear things like that, right? Okay? You ready? You sitting down? Andrew, what is your complaint about Last Jedi?
Yeah, you say it's subversive and they were trying to do something bold and new. It's the exact same movie if you combine Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi together.
He believes it's too samey. How interesting is that?
I don't. I feel, if anything, and that's the reason we're getting nothing but like a wide
Garbage.
galaxy
Yes.
of characters who have to re-show up and references and callbacks to all this, and I don't know.
That has nothing to do with it. Last Jedi is just, there are scenes that are almost shot for shot the same as scenes from Empire Strikes Back and
But
Return
the
of the Jedi.
context is completely different.
No, it's not.
bet
The
they
context
are.
is there is the Empire, which is the New Order, which is
First Order.
and the First Order, and there's the Emperor, who is now Snoke, and there's Kylo Ren, who is now Darth Vader, and there's Rey, who is now Luke, who is in a scene where they are turning on each other, and Kylo Ren kills Snoke, and Darth Vader kills the Emperor, and Luke is Rey. It's like, it's crazy
But
how
doing
similar
it in the second movie is what.
Oh, wow!
Yes.
So different!
Yes, it is different.
Oh my gosh!
You insist
we
that
wait
it's not
15
different.
years for a new freaking Star Wars trilogy, and you give us Force Awakens, which is clearly a New Hope.
You-
and then I
of
give
course.
you a pass on that because you're finally bringing it back. So sure, make it kind of similar, and then you give us another one like that, and the only thing that you give us new is bullcrap Luke.
All the problems that you have with Last Jedi being too samey is shit that is from Force Awakens. It's not your beef with Last Jedi, and what Last Jedi was doing the new stuff.
I
Yes.
do think the context is there, because that's like saying, oh, that's like the people who put together the clips of Zack Snyder's movies with the new Superman trailer going,
Yes.
look how
it is,
James
it is
Gunn
the
copied
entirety of the movie. What happens in The Last Jedi? What happens?
Okay, I haven't seen it
He's
in
a
a while.
casual
but
Star
I'm a
Wars fan.
casual guy.
You're putting him
But I mean,
under
like,
the
you
gun.
brought up Snow comparing him to who? Who did you just...
The Emperor.
Emperor. Okay, but wasn't it crazy that you think Snoke is supposed to be this big threat, and the way Kylo takes him out? And I thought that's so submersive and
Yes.
smart. And it's like, it was never about that. It was never about
Correct.
that.
It's about
Vader.
Kylo.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
And
about Darth Vader killing the Emperor. It's the same exact scene. What
That
happens before
happens,
that?
that's what
Where
I
does
know.
Rey go?
But
Where
the
does Rey go?
context is
What is Rey
different.
doing?
She does go on her own, but also...
No, what does Rey go? Where does she go? Who does she look for?
Luke?
To do what?
To train?
What does Luke do in Empire Strikes Back? He goes to look
To
for Yoda,
Yoda
to get
train,
trained.
yes.
Because Yoda fricked off by himself. Luke left to go by himself
But
on
again-
a desert island, in a
But
desert
did
planet.
Luke willingly want to train her, or did it take some convincing?
Oh, no, he didn't. Yoda didn't want to train Luke.
Yeah, but that
Luke
was
didn't
for
want to
2
train
seconds.
Rey.
Luke never wanted to train Rey, and then he's forced to. He doesn't want to do it, and then Yoda,
Just like Yoda.
teaches him a very valuable lesson. There's no Obi-Wan character that comes and teaches Yoda a lesson, and then Yoda.
Homie, are you
does
listening
it.
to yourself?
Yoda.
The whole framework of the movie is the exact same, and then there are scenes that are the exact same, and your argument is there's one scene that's different?
No, because you're taking out the most important context. Does Yoda come in at the end of the Empire Strikes Back and save the day? No, because that's what Luke does in Last Jedi, and you just don't like it.
I never said... When have I said I don't like Luke coming back at the end?
I've always said because it's a projection, because he's not actually there.
Yeah, I
You've
think that's
always
stupid.
criticized
I
that
think
scene.
I think that's stupid. It kind of took the rug out from under me, but the whole staring down the First Order is actually kind of cool. I just don't like the reveal that he's just not even there.
But how else would he get there?
You know what else?
Okay.
You know what else is happening on that planet? AT-ATs are walking on a white substance planet.
It's all
coming
visual
to
stuff for him.
It's the whole story. It's not the Luke going to find Yoda and Rey going to find Luke isn't a visual thing. That's the whole first half of the movie that is the same as Empire Strikes Back.
Again, I think there are similarities, and I think those were done on purpose. So when the subversion comes, it lets you know this isn't your grandpappy Star Wars. It goes a different way. But I get you. I like some faults. I will say is they do the Finn character dirty. And
Absolutely.
that is where
I
will agree
hate
on the
Canto
faults.
Bite. The gambling planet sucks.
One of the only new things they have in the movie is the whole Canto Bite thing, which everyone hates. You know how else is new? Rose. Everyone hates that. Everyone hates what they did with Finn.
Yeah.
So all the new stuff sucks, and then the only stuff that doesn't suck is very similar until the very end. So you get 90% the same movie. I'm sorry.
No, that's good. It's interesting hearing the opinion of like a diehard Star Wars fan, because like to me, that's the route I wanted to go. And like I was devastated when I heard Rian Johnson wasn't going to get that trilogy, or
Yep.
he says he's still in talks, but I doubt it's ever happening.
The thing that's upset me most about Star Wars is that Star Wars has become a TV show franchise instead of a movie franchise.
I cannot wait to
Cooking.
see the Mandalorian box office, because
Also
that
cooking.
is going to be like what? Because I don't like to be a Star Wars hater, but I do think Disney has brought the brand down. Like maybe this isn't even comparable or relatable, but like I'm a big Fortnite guy. I still play Fortnite, and they're having a Star Wars season.
Yeah.
And I saw the reports that this is the second lowest player recorded count, because a lot of people aren't tuning into this Star Wars season because they're not interested. And I think a lot of that happens with the shows where like Skeleton Crew didn't get renewed. I loved Skeleton Crew. I
Yeah,
thought that was nice, and
good.
it didn't have enough viewership where I think they wanted to continue it. And I'm thinking they're gonna face the Marvel problem where like Thunderbolts underperform. This could be a Star Wars movie that makes 50 million opening weekend. Domestically.
No way.
Domestically.
There's no way. There's just no way. You are underrating the brand of Baby Yoda, Grogu.
Okay,
You are like
that's true.
severely
If
underrating
this was
that.
any other TV show, if it was an Andor,
You don't think it's gonna hurt it though that there's 3 seasons and that a lot of audience
no,
will see this?
because I guarantee you there are people that don't have Disney Plus that have always seen Baby Yoda and they're like, I want to see what the Baby Yoda fuss is about. They don't know his name is Grogu or any of that, and the whole marketing, it's gonna be like Stitch. Baby Yoda,
Probably.
Grogu is going to be everywhere. I think that movie's gonna make $1 billion. I really do.
Really?
I don't think the Starfighter Ryan Gosling movie will come out. I don't think it's gonna happen. The Sean Levy one. I don't even think it's going to happen. But if that happens, that's the $50 million one that you're talking about.
What's the lowest opening Star Wars movie
Solo?
in Disney? Solo? How much was that?
I'll tell you right now.
Domestically.
Yeah.
Not worldwide.
but like, I know it's become, like he said, Star Wars has become too much a TV show franchise, not a movie franchise. I agree with him on that.
It's just
I want more-
oversaturated.
Sure, just like the MCU was for a
Yes.
couple of years. But if you take all
Domestically, 84 million.
Okay, and that was pretty bad.
Solo.
Yes,
That's
but-
awful.
Mandalorian and Grogu are the 2 most popular Star Wars characters since Disney has taken over.
Correct.
I think Mando and Grogu are more famous and popular than Rey and Kylo and people like that.
I would say more at this point.
So,
Yeah.
so
No,
I
he's
think
cooking.
it's gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll crush. I do think you're underrating it.
No,
a bit.
I'm not saying that one would open at 50 million, but I'm saying I see that as a future with where they're headed.
I think that's how I feel about Starfighter, the Ryan Gosling, Sean Levy one, if it even comes out. But this is my opinion. The other day, I went to a lovely event. It was called A Night with Andor. And there was a Q&A with the full cast, and everybody was there. It was amazing. But they showed us an episode. Did you watch Andor?
No.
Don't worry about it. It's a great show, but
I
don't
hear
worry
it's
about
great.
it.
I
It's
hear it's the
amazing.
best piece.
But they showed the Mon Mothma speech episode. They showed that in the theater. And watching Star Wars, even though this was a made-for-TV thing, and I only watched it on my computer or the TV downstairs or whatever, watching it on a big screen with a big group of people that are cheering and clapping and going woo and everything, that's what Star Wars is. That's what Star Wars always should be. And more, I'm realizing that the Mandalorian's great success at the start of Disney Plus is actually what led us down this dark, dark road. And Star Wars becoming a TV show franchise, I think that has done more damage than anything else that Disney has done, even Last Jedi, which I'm a defender of Last Jedi. Last Jedi is my 3rd favorite Star Wars movie.
It's probably my favorite, if I'm being honest.
Wow.
I'm sorry, really.
That's bad.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
I disagree with that. I think the
Okay.
first 2, Empire and New Hope, are masterpieces. But like when I look at Star Wars, like even I admit, even though I'm a defender of Last Jedi, that it was a disaster for the franchise. It divided the fan base more than anything else has ever.
It's more the fans that are.
Absolutely. And I think the fans are
Because
idiots.
didn't y'all give like Andor 8s out of 10s and you still got attacked for that?
Yeah. I gave it an 8.5 or a 9.
No, Star Wars fans are the worst fan base in the world. That's not even close. Nobody hates Star Wars more than Star Wars fans.
Yeah.
That's what everybody says. But like, and now I think that the worst projects that have come out for Star Wars, like I think Ahsoka season 2 is going to be awful because it's just going to be fans telling Dave Filoni what they want. I really do. And so that's now that Star Wars is becoming this show. Even though Last Jedi did irreparable damage probably to the Star Wars brand, I think the show's has done worse because nobody expects Star Wars movies anymore.
We'll see.
It's bad.
We'll see.
You want to do a couple more?
You finish off. Yeah.
Keep
Last
going.
one?
Yeah, no, I mean
still
you
good.
keep going. Like do as many as you want to do on the regular,
Yeah.
and then we'll finish on the Patreon.
Okay, and then we also have we're doing a bracket on the Patreon. You just want to do the bracket
Yeah,
on the Patreon?
yeah.
Should we tell them?
No, we'll
I don't
leave
wanna
it a
tell them.
surprise.
I'm gonna tell them.
Oh, so that way they
Yeah.
yes up to
We'll see his
Patreon.
response.
Yeah, all right.
We're doing a bracket of the top 32 popcorn
I
buckets.
knew it. I knew it was popcorn buckets.
You're a professional.
He's a
Yes,
professional.
We had
professional.
to.
So
I
we'll
stick
be,
it in
we'll
it.
be we'll be ranking
All right,
those.
do
Okay.
2 or 3 if you want, or whatever.
Speaking of popcorn buckets, I'll just do this one.
Okay.
The Superman popcorn bucket seems underwhelming.
Yeah,
The one that just got shown.
the translucent one.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little
Yeah,
bit.
a little
It's
bit.
cool, but it's not. It's not.
I was really hoping
Crazy.
for like the Daily Planet globe and Superman underneath kind of thing.
Yeah, I
or
like that.
You ready?
I don't know.
You know what I wanted?
Huh.
Crypto. Give
Crypto
me a
would've
big
been
crypto.
A little crypto dog, yeah.
Well, they normally come out with a few, so this is just like the first
Yeah,
one,
this would
right?
be one of the first ones, yeah.
But it's just the Superman logo,
it's
basically.
fine.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
It's
alright.
not bad. It's just
Nah.
not bad. Stranger Things is Netflix's best show.
Huh. 3, 2, 1. I can already tell you no.
Agree.
What do you think Netflix's best show is?
I Squid Games.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Well, it's not even that it's best. I would say I like it better than Stranger Things.
Yeah.
But
Season 2?
Well, season 2's fault is that they just broke up season 2 in 2 parts and called it season 3.
Yeah. It should have been season 2 is a part 1.
Yeah. Basically. But the writing on it, I really like it. And Stranger Things is good. It's good. It just.
Do you have anything else that comes to mind ahead of?
Oh man, my mind goes blank on questions like that. You guys name some, and then
Peaky Blinders is a Netflix show.
It started on.
So you're not considering it as a Netflix original? All right, Haunting of Hill House is better
Haunting of
than
Hill House.
Stranger
Is really good.
Yeah. All the Mike Flanagan series. I'll be honest.
Are you a big fan of Midnight Mass?
That's the only one I didn't see.
I haven't seen it either. That's why I was asking. I wanted to ask you if you recommended it or not.
Yeah.
I saw his movie Life of Chuck last night.
Was it good?
No.
I see a lot of people love it.
The trailer looks amazing.
Is it just too simple-handed?
No.
What is it?
It just kind of sucks.
This guy's. Oh.
I haven't seen it, so we'll see.
Yeah, now that's my opinion. Obviously, I have very differing opinions from many other people on the internet, and everybody at the screening that I was at last night.
I'll say lately I've heard you say more normie opinions, if I'm being honest.
I don't think that's true.
You get those comments, or do you get people
No,
saying
he gets
that?
those comments.
I just think I
find
right.
myself agreeing with you more, and I'm like,
Yeah, because Andrew's a fucking idiot.
No, Andrew's got some opinions.
Well, you wanted to fight me like 30 minutes
No,
ago.
I that rage, I couldn't believe it. I love it.
One more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll do a couple more on the Patreon and the
Yeah.
bracket?
Yeah.
Megan 2.0 is
Oh
going to be
my
a great,
gosh.
fun, entertaining summer flick. 3, 2, 1. Yeah!